Hello guys, it's not the most flattering of lighting in here in my living room, so I apologise, and also I apologise for my very croaky throat, sniffly nose, because I've come down with this stinking cold of sorts in the last couple of days, so I'm not 100%, so apologies for that. Just wanted to follow up my last vlog that I did a good month ago. Obviously I was having a bit of a rough time then, and I don't think that necessarily I feel less stressed or less anxious or less down about things. Things are a little better. I'm starting to finally see the rewards for moving into a different role at work. But obviously it doesn't make the job any less stressful or unenjoyable, and I'm still struggling with whether I actually enjoy it or not, and whether it suits me, so only time will tell really about how I feel about things. But what's been going on in my life the last month or so. So little Fizz Gig, my kitty, she had an operation the other week, bless her. She had a 4 centimetre lump inside of her, which needed to be cut out because it was making her really kind of miserable and aggressive and a little bit spiteful. And ever since she's had her operation, she has not really, she's not really wanted to be away from me. She's just wanted lots of cuddles and lots of affection and lots of attention, bless her. She's actually sat here on my lap, and she's got this little jumper which I've had to cut because it was digging into her little legs a little bit and she was a bit uncomfy. But here's little Fizz Gig, and you can see she's still got a bit of a bald patch on her leg at the moment, bless her. But she's a little bit uncomfy still, aren't you, baby? Yeah, you are. But she's enjoying lots and lots of cuddles. That's all she wants, is lots and lots of cuddles, and she will get better. And hopefully on Saturday, we've got an appointment on Saturday to check how her stitches are healing, and hopefully everything's healing up okay. We can get this little jumper off of her, and then she'll be back to her normal, usual chipper self, won't you, baby? Yeah, you will. She's been very grumpy having this jumper on. It's making her really miserable, and when she had a little check-up last Saturday, they lifted the jumper up a bit and she'd lost loads of hair and she had lots of dandruff and stuff, where she's a little bit stressed out, and she has lost a little bit of weight as well, which I'm a little bit worried about. But hopefully, fingers crossed, when we get the results back for that lump, God knows what it is, that it actually won't be an awful, cancerous thing. It will be something benign and harmless. So fingers crossed that's all good news next Saturday. Also, at the moment, I'm waiting for my niece or my nephew to arrive. So my sister Kerry is 12 days overdue today. 12 whole days. So she is a bit uncomfy. She's really anxious to meet her baby. We're waiting. All of us are getting kind of fed up of waiting, me and my sister Hannah, mainly because this will be, well, me being an auntie for the second time, which is awesome, but also our my little niece Erin will get a little cousin, which is really cool, and our family will grow, and it's all really exciting having my family change and expand, and it's exciting for me to see my sisters having children and having their own lives and their own families. And it's exciting for Kerry and Bea because they've wanted a baby for a very long time. They've been together for 13 years, and now here's baby, and Kerry's 30. I think she would have wanted a child a lot sooner, but obviously circumstances were different, and I'm 33 this September. I don't have any children. I think it's more a case of, well, I've never wanted them really, although now as I'm getting older and things are changing and my perceptions of things are changing a little bit, I might be persuaded in the future, but obviously time is ticking against me, so it's really a case of whether it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not particularly upset or fussed either way. Also, I think it's down to meeting the right person. So I don't think I've ever really been with someone before that has ever made me desire kids, or feel that we could make a good team and we were working in the same direction, and that we could be good parents. Because ultimately, when you have a child with someone, you're kind of stuck with them for the rest of your life, or at least you're going to have to associate with each other for the rest of your lives as you share a little person together. So I've never really wanted to put myself in that kind of committed situation, but we'll see what the future holds. I feel a little bit chipper today because I'm actually working from home for a couple of reasons. One, because my sister was due to be induced today, and that hasn't happened because she's 1 centimetre dilated, and they're hoping that things will kind of progress on their own. So I wanted to be closer to where she is just in case I was needed for whatever reason. And also because the trains were buggered this morning, so I couldn't actually travel into work even if I wanted to. Also, I'm not 100% because you can hear from this sinusy shit, so it's probably best that I stayed away from other human beings anyway and chilled out. But I don't mind working from home, it's okay, although I don't get as much done because I've only got one screen, and it's really difficult to focus when I've got a little madam sat on me. And I've got a little madam here as well, you know, I've got, this is little Jazzy. Jazz is here as well. So I have little Jazz and little Fizz, both on my lap now. So yes, it is difficult to focus when you've got two kitties around you and sat on your lap, and then sitting on the laptop and sitting on the keyboard and everything else. And yeah, but other than that, it's nice to be home, so I feel a little bit chipper. Also, my boyfriend Kurt is coming over this afternoon soon, or he'll be here in a couple of hours, which would be really lovely. So I love having him around. It makes me feel happy as well. So I did want to do a blog on anxiety and depression, and mostly the derealisation condition, which I live with every day. Because it's something I don't think a lot of people are very familiar with, and I wasn't until up a couple of years ago. So I would like to do a blog on that, and I was going to include it in this, but I feel like this is quite a positive, upbeat thing, so I think I will leave that for another vlog. This week, what am I going to be doing? So I bought lots of materials for Shambhala Festival. I'm going there at the end of August. I'm going with Kurt and a lot of his friends. I've never been to Shambhala Festival before. It's in a secret location in Northamptonshire, and the details aren't released until said date, and they're only told to people that buy tickets. It's completely sold out now, so that's really awesome. So I'm just waiting for details to come through. The gist I get of it is more like a very hippie, chilled out, eco-friendly, vegan, vegetarian festival. So it's kind of very cool and very chilled. There's lots of creative workshops, so you can go and like make bags and make wind chimes and make leather belts and leather this and lots of stuff like that. There's lots of life drawing classes and painting and exhibitions, as there's like an enchanted forest. So it's incredibly hippie and incredibly chilled out in that respect. But there's also like a few music bands here and there. There are a few, like, there's comedy. There's lots of different kinds of things. So it's kind of like Glasgow meets I don't really know what other festival to compare it to, but it's much smaller, much more compact, and there's a lot more things going on. So I'm quite excited for that because I can brace my hippie, get my tie-dye clothing out. I'm going to have my dreads reinstalled again, so I'm going to enjoy them for a few weeks over August, which would be really good, and I'm looking forward to sticking them back in and embracing that. I've got all of my face paints, I've got all the glitter, I've got costumes that I'm working on at the moment, as the main day parade is Myths and Monsters. So I've got a costume kind of that I'm working on at the moment. I've got to make the wings for it. So that's something I've got to work on. It's quite nice actually having a creative project driving me at the moment and having something to focus on and something to look forward to, because I'm not going on the Kiss Cruise this year, and I think I probably would have done if my friend got her act sorted out, but also if I was, you know, aware of what situation I was going to be in at this time of the year. I was a little bit unsure and unstable because obviously everything that happened with me and Tom, but also because my job changed and I wasn't sure how much money I'd have and what my financial position would be. But obviously that as it's transpired, I'm actually better off, and I probably could have afforded to go. In fact, I can afford to go now, but it's now completely fully booked, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm thinking I'll probably go on the Kiss Cruise next year, if there is a Kiss Cruise next year. Otherwise, I will probably do a little bit of travelling around the USA, which will be awesome. So I have lots of things to look forward to, but as I say, I'm having a good day today, so this all good and all good things. And also I've got a mega fuck ton of things to finish for my little niece or nephew, but I really would like to know if it's a boy or a girl, but that's something my sister didn't want to find out. So until baby is actually here, I'm going to hold fire on completing things, you know, crochet wise, until I actually know what I'm making these things for. So that's something else that I've kind of got my teeth into. So yeah, all good things at the moment, and I will most likely post little videos soon. I want to do that one, as I say, on the derealisation and anxiety and depression, but I don't think this is the right vlog for it. And I might put up a video as well when I'm getting ready for Shambhala, and show off some of my costume pieces, just so that I've got a little log of them. But anyway, have a great day. Peace out, dudes, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.